going on, Jeromes? We're coming to you live from an undisclosed location, Miami, South Beach. Gorgeous. Got them. But the Minnesota Vikings, 9-2 this year, and it does feel to a degree like a special season with the Philly and Dallas games taken out. But have the Vikings been lucky, right? He's won 7 straight games by 1 score, and then he had another 1-score win against the Patriots last Thursday, right? So a lot of the pundits, a lot of blah blah blahs have called the team just straight up lucky. But metrics-wise, have they been? And NFL Operations has put together some stats. This is from Data with Bliss, Tom Bliss. Here's an update of the win probability added by luck chart using data through week 12. So they quantified what happens, because I mean in football, I mean the ball is literally oddly shaped. It does bounce funny, and teams that are lucky tend to win. Teams that are unlucky tend to lose, right? Also, I like that they didn't include officiating calls in this. They don't want to fan those flames anymore. But the Vikings are rated the 4th luckiest team by adding up all these metrics, where you do have dropped interception, drop by an opponent. You have dropped pass by their opponent, field goal and extra points attempted by their opponents, and then also fumble recoveries, either team. So looking at the Vikings, they're 4th in the league. The Giants are 1, which kind of makes sense. Washington is 3. Pittsburgh is 2. Then you got Philly. And you'll notice that the teams that are doing better in the luck column are generally doing better in the winning column as well, minus the Niners. Excuse me, minus the Broncos. It's been a long day. Anyway, but you do have the Eagles, you do have the Jets, you do have the Chargers to a degree, sure. Houston. I mean, how's Houston and Denver up there, where they're both garbaggio, even though they're getting lucky? Imagine if they're unlucky, which is kind of funny. But for dropped interceptions, Vikings are at about the middle, slightly below average. Drop pass by an opponent, Vikings are plus 0.19, which is slightly above average. And then you have the Vikings have the 4th worst in terms of field goal and extra points attempted by opponents. So now, obviously, Brett Merritt making like 17 field goals from 95,000 yards certainly doesn't help. But then they also have fumble recoveries by either team. They are the best, and of course, plus a 1.08. Of course, that fumble against the Bills, it's kind of important. That's kind of a big deal. Looking at the bottom, so what's interesting is that you got Carolina at the worst, minus 1.68. So, I mean, could Carolina's kind of in the thick of the NFC South because it's so garbaggio. But if luck evens out a little bit for them, I mean, could they get back into the race? Hitching their wagons and Sam Darnold, maybe. But you got Cincy, you got Buffalo down there, you got New England, which is in Tennessee, Kansas City. And now the Buffalo Bills are, of course, at the bottom because they're minus 0.99, which is the worst in the league in terms of fumble luck. So I think we know what happened there, because they had that very close Cam Beasley fumble earlier in the game against the Vikings, which it could have gone either way. I mean, it really was close. It wouldn't have shocked me if the officials decided to job the Vikings. And, of course, you had the Josh Allen fumble on the 1-inch line for the Vikings' go-ahead score. So that's how that factors in. But it's interesting that they're legitimately trying to quantify luck. And like I said, they didn't include officiating, which is really hilarious to me. But Vikings running lucky. Sometimes it's better to be lucky and then good. Now, do I chalk the 9-2 record all up to luck? Absolutely not. But it does seem like the harder you work, the better prepared team generally, I mean, has things go their way. It's kind of weird how that happens, but your thoughts are thoughts. The Vikings are rated the 4th luckiest team in the National Football League. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Once put the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.